Well, kids, we've been talking about greenhouse gases, greenhouse effect. Let's get a bit more into it. We said CO2, water vapor, N2O, methane, and so on are greenhouse gases. What exactly does that mean? That means they're molecules in the atmosphere are not sensitive to the energy that's coming from the sun. As you know, light has a wave form and a particle form. If you're too young about to worry about it, don't worry. There are so-called photons of light which correspond to the energy in that light, and the photons of light from the sun are allowed to go right through these molecules, so they do not affect the energy coming in, but they take the photons of energy coming in the thermal energy band that is going out to space or trying to go out to space. If you trap it, then it's like a blanket which will make you warm, so the climate gets warmer. So these molecules absorb the photons of thermal energy trying to get out of the Earth's atmosphere into space, and that photon of energy that's absorbed by these molecules begins to either vibrate the molecules or rotate them and so on. Basically, it increases their kinetic energy. I think you know what kinetic energy or kinetic energy is, as we say in India. And that corresponds to an increase in temperature, and anything that warms up begins to emit energy just like our body does, just like the hot pot on the stove does, and so on. And they emit energy in all directions, so they'll be emitting out to space as well as back to Earth, and that's what gives us the so-called global warming, which is the surface warming and the atmospheric warming, right? So that's how the greenhouse gas molecules work. There is some details there that symmetric molecules like N2 and O2 are not greenhouse gases, which is good because they dominate the composition of the atmosphere. So it's these trace gases in small concentrations like CO2, which is 0.04% concentration in the atmosphere, but it's very important in terms of creating a blanket effect, right? That's greenhouse molecules, greenhouse gases that we have to worry about. Okay, we'll come back and discuss a bit more in the next couple of podcasts as well. All right.